Hey guys, it's me, and today we are checking out the latest music video from Jinjer, and this is for their song Mediator. This video came out a couple of days ago as when I'm filming this. It came out on the 28th. I'm filming this on the 30th. So it's been out for about 2 days now, and this song is their second single taken off of their upcoming album Wallflowers, which comes out on the 27th of August. Now, I've talked about this in some of my more recent Jinjer reaction videos that I've done for like recent singles and whatnot, but the Macro album just wasn't my thing at all. It just wasn't for me. It's not a bad release, it's just that it just seemed a little bit too repetitive for me. That's just the me thing and whatnot. There are definitely some great songs on there, but overall it just didn't really do it for me. And so I'm hoping that the new album will like have a bit more variation and won't sound too similar and whatnot. And when I reacted to Vortex, I believe that was the first single off of Wallflowers that they put out. Yeah, Vortex. I had mentioned in my reaction video to that I really enjoyed it. It wasn't necessarily my favorite, but I really enjoyed like just like what the song brought and everything, because it was still like the type of direction that Macro went in, but it was also a bit different. But because of the fact that it is very similar to the direction that Macro went in, it does make me a little bit worried that it's going to be another type of album like Macro, for me at least, where it's just going to be like a little too similar and everything when it comes to like all the songs running together. That is just like there's not enough variation. I'm very, very spoiled by prog, okay? But anyways, enough of me babbling on, because I know you guys are here for the reaction video for me to check out the song. So let's go ahead and do that. But before we do so, if you guys are new here to my channel, don't forget to hit subscribe. And also while you're down there, definitely give this video a thumbs up, because that'll help me out a lot. All my links are down in the description box below. And yeah, let's do this.
Go!
Whoa, okay. That's an intro. Really dig the camera work on that bit though. Made me think of the baby scene from Death Stranding. Ooh! Bitch! This look, girl. I am so here for this one. It's making me think of Monica Naranjo a little bit. I'm really digging this so far. I'm really enjoying it. Ooh. Ooh, cut back to that look. Ooh. I really like the squiggle. I really like that look a lot. It's a very big trend in Ukraine, I've noticed. Really like the chaotic nature of this. I really appreciate that because, like I was talking about earlier, I've been very spoiled by prog. So when songs experiment and like go in very different directions and whatnot, it very much keeps me like, what's the word I'm looking for here? It keeps my attention because it keeps me hooked and whatnot because of the changes in like directions, key changes, and well, not necessarily key changes, time signature changes. That's what I'm looking for. Those types of changes and whatnot, they keep me hooked. And just the experimental nature of songs like this, I really do enjoy. I will say this though, in regards to like the sound and everything, it does sound a lot like the sound on Macro. And one of the issues that I had with the Macro album is just that, along with everything just sounding so similar to one another, I think the reason why that's the case, and I started picking it up while listening to this, and I think it's because there's not a whole lot happening with the production. It's just like the instrumentals, it's very melodic. I would just like there to be like something else happening in the background. Something that I definitely do worry about, like after hearing this and then Vortex as well, is that they sound very similar to one another because of the fact that there's not a whole lot happening with the production. And so yeah, there are a lot of things happening instrumentally and those changes happening a lot, but that's about it. And so I would like there to be other things happening. Now obviously Jinjer, they're not the type of band that's going to probably have a whole lot happening with their production. That's totally fine. But it's just, again, personal preferences of mine, and again, like I keep saying, I've been spoiled by prog, so like having a lot of things happening and keeping the production and sound very chaotic and weird and interesting and whatnot is what helps keep me invested in a song. I'm definitely gonna give this song some more listens though, because I really like the start of the song. The start of the song, on like the first half of the song, I would say is my favorite. Although it does get really intense and chaotic towards the end and everything, I just really like the, like, I don't know, I just really enjoy the flow of the first half of the song a lot. It's not a bad song by any means. I'm not trying to shit on the song at all by any means. I know it might come off that way. I really enjoyed the song. I'm just saying that like the first half I really enjoyed because you don't really get a lot of stuff like that from Jinjer these days and whatnot. So like getting something like that was really nice and cool for me. And also, can we just talk about Tati's looks? Oh my god. Okay, so the look with like the hair squiggles like on the face. I'm trying to remember what it's like, not the style itself, but it's called, but like what it's used, like I want to say it's spirit gum, but no. They're definitely not using spirit gum to adhere their own hair to their face and everything. But I've noticed that that is like a trend across like a lot of Ukrainian artists, because I do follow a Ukrainian celebrity makeup artist, Slavacheka. Follow him on Instagram. Love his work so much because I learned about him through a comment that I got on one of my Hard Kiss reaction videos, because I had talked about like the aesthetics and the makeup and looks that Yulia wears in a lot of the Hard Kisses music videos, and someone had told me that Slavacheka was their stylist and makeup artist and whatnot, and so I checked him out and I really love his work. And on a lot of his models he does like the hair squiggles on the face and everything, and I've seen that in like some music videos from the Hard Kiss as well, and then also with other Ukrainian artists that I check out and everything. I really like Ukrainian pop music, so I listen to a fair amount of it, but it's something that I've definitely noticed has become like a trend with Ukrainian artists and everything, whether it be like models or musicians and whatnot. And I also have heard like not necessarily like an argument, but more so like people questioning like, is it cultural appropriation? I know I'm not the one to like speak on that because I mean I'm a pasty little white boy from the southeastern US, so I know I have no right to speak on what is and what isn't cultural appropriation. Is it though? Is it though? Because I know it's very much a style that is very much used in the Black community and has been for a very long time. It's just something that I want to be educated on because, again, living in the southeastern US, there's a lot of mixed feelings on like a lot of things. Like you get a very mixed bag here in the southeast in the US because I live in Atlanta. You get like some Black people that are like just don't care, but then you have some Black people that are just like, no, that's our style and everything. Don't take that from us. Don't do that, honey boo boo child. It's just something that I'm curious about. So if someone wants to educate me and everything, please feel free to do so. Do not start arguing though in the comments though. If you guys start arguing and start bringing up like how Black Lives Matter is a what's a good word to use, a domestic terrorist group, then you're getting blocked. Because that wound up happening when I was talking about like Black excellence coming out of the Netherlands Eurovision entry this year, and talking about how like it just promoted like Black excellence and just beauty of Black people and like owning where you come from and everything, and talking about how like seeing that coming from the Netherlands and knowing like the very nasty history of how they've treated Black people and how they still to a degree treat Black people with like the existence of Smart the Beat, and also with the performance being in dedication to Black Lives Matter movement as well. I wound up getting like comments from people saying that Black Lives Matter was a terrorist organization. So yeah, so we're nipping that shit in the bud right here real quick, honey. Let's talk about something a little bit lighthearted, and that is that fucking teal look. Bitch. I live. That teal look was everything. Teal is a really good color on Tati, and so is yellow. And that really just like bold, strong, like teal. I wouldn't even say that it's a liner. It's kind of like a reverse cut crease type of situation. I lived for it. I lived for it so much. And like the hair, like the whole look was just giving me like Monica Naranjo for whatever reason, like Europa vibes. I just loved it. I loved that look so much. But this was Mediator by Jinjer. What did you guys think about it? I really enjoyed it. I thought that it was a really great song. Again, it's not necessarily my favorite. I mentioned this in the Vortex reaction. Like my favorite songs from them that have come out over the last several years have been Perennial, Cloud Factory, and I Speak Astronomy. So those are the types of songs that I just really do love and enjoy from this band. Anyways, let me know how you guys felt about this song down in the comments below, and also while you're down there, let me know as to what songs and videos I should react to next, and I'll be sure to get to them as soon as I possibly can. But until I see you guys in my next video, whenever the hell that may be, goodbye.